Welcome back to the Unfortunate Diehards podcast. Hashtag number
69.
we can either go, I think it's like Andrew Day, wore it for a little bit, or we can go Mick Backup, the emergency backup that wore 69 for Henrik Lundqvist once, or there was a Sens rookie that wore 69, not like I think in a game, but it's training.
That's what I'm remembering too.
Oh, it's Max McCormick had 69 for training camp before. And then he was 89, and then he was 17, and then he went to the Carolina Hurricanes.
Such high profile.
Look at that. I like this news that you have, or this knowledge you have.
Yes. We know that's what you guys came here for. But welcome back to the podcast. My name is Evan. I'm an Ottawa Senators fan.
I'm Omar. I'm your Leafs fan.
Your Leafs fan?
Your Leafs fan. Yours truly.
My name's Sofian. I'm a Caps fan. I'm the Caps fan.
The one and only.
The one. Still sticking around.
Welcome back, guys.
Lots of news to talk about.
We do have some news to talk about.
I traded Jack Eichel.
Not in our fantasy pool.
Oh.
We've got some news to talk about, but we also have our top 10 left wings list, which we're hoping Evan did a better job this time around.
Better job. I haven't done left wings yet.
Oh, there you go. Bum push.
The biggest thing we talk about first is Line A.
So Line gets traded to the Habs. I mean, in terms of what the Habs gave up, that's a pretty good deal.
They gave up one player and they got a pick and Line A.
Exactly.
Anyone want to run through what it was?
Line A and a second round pick for Jordan Harris. That is it. No cap retained. Line A's at 2 years left at 8.7. Jordan Harris, I think, recently signed, but it's like at $1 million or something like that.
Do you think that Line will find a home in Montreal that he would like to stay at? Finally.
I mean, I hope so. I think right now it's one of the better fits for him.
It is one of the better fits. He will be the star player on the team.
One of the star players.
One of them, but like...
He's in that realm.
He's in the realm, yeah. He's in the realm to be like the star guy.
And like the problem the last few years hasn't been how he's played. It's been injuries, realistically.
It's been injuries.
And I'd be pretty dejected playing in Winnipeg and then Columbus as well. The thing is, the locker room stuff in Winnipeg was more to do with Blake Wheeler than anything else.
Well, he also didn't like how Maurice was playing him.
Yeah, and
yeah,
it's fair. And then Columbus, everything in Columbus was just bad for a while. So, I don't know. I think St. Louis is good with reclamation projects. I think he's also proven to help younger players succeed. Like we saw what Caulfield went to after Ducharme left. He went from scoring 1 goal in like 26 games to end up hitting close to 30 or whatever it was in the second half of the season. So I do think that Line A will fulfill his potential there.
I think he'll score 40.
Fulfill his potential?
I think he'll score 40 in Montreal.
Yeah.
I think he can score 40.
I think the supporting cast is good enough for him in the offensive run, at least. That power play is going to be nasty.
Yeah, especially with him on the wing there. Yeah.
They got Line, Caulfield, Suzuki, Slavkovsky, and then you can throw me on the point for all I care.
He might be on the list next season.
60-point Mike Matheson.
Yeah. Always surprising to look at that. But, Matheson's still there, so it's not him, it's Gouldy, and either way, that's fine, or Hudson.
Do you think that Line is good at generating offense?
He has shown to be good at generating offense.
As a consistent offensive generator, do you think he's good at that?
Over the last few years, he's shown to do that.
Do you think he can be counted on as the key one on his team?
I don't think he needs to be in this case.
He doesn't need to be, but can he be?
Again, he's proved that in Columbus. He had 117 points in 129 games on one of the worst teams in the league for 3 years.
Okay.
And that was a lot of that was without even Gaudreau there, who was the other only primary creator of offense on that team. Unless you
I
want to
see.
count
Yeah, I see him more as a finisher.
as a Matthews.
Matthews can get Matthews
Bro, I'm
generates.
joking.
I see him more as a Lionel. I've always seen more as a finisher.
I mean, sure, but he's done a
Also,
lot
he
of
finishes into his own net as well.
that one time, yes. But he has a pretty considerable amount of highlights where he just like wheels around the net and then just goes through like three guys and scores.
I mean, a couple of those,
He has a bunch of those.
but he has more of like, oh, slap shot on a one timer and it goes in, and
but that's
you
the thing.
know,
That's the
nice
thing that he's
shot.
best at. Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's not like he doesn't have any other skills either. Like he's a pretty good passer. He's got hands. Like he's not lacking in any of
I'm
those
gonna make this
categories.
comparison. He's a better version of Bobby Ryan.
He's somehow faster than Bobby Ryan.
He's a terrible skater. Sure, he's a better skater than Bobby Ryan.
He's
but
not
that's
that bad of a
saying
skater.
much. He's
Bro, I don't. Have you watched Lion play?
like, well,
He looks awkward. I'll give you that, but
He
he's
looks
not.
very
He's,
weird.
he's not.
He
He's
looks
not
very
like a
weird.
bad skater.
I mean, I wouldn't call him a good skater. If you, fine, we'll call him bad, but I'm not gonna call him a good skater. Either.
I mean, but his top speed is not bad,
It's fine. When he has the puck and he goes up, it's like
which is what we need from him.
it looks like Bobby Ryan, but a bit better.
I could see Bobby Ryan tendencies.
Yeah, maybe in the lazy aspect, but like,
No, I see it in the skating aspect, but
the skating doesn't make sense though, because like I'm pretty sure he was like a way faster skater than Bobby Ryan ever was. Bobby Ryan was drafted as a slow skater.
yeah, or maybe I'm sure he's a faster skater than Bobby Ryan. But I'm just saying that's what I'm saying. He reminds me of a better version of Bobby Ryan because he's a better skater than him, but he's also not the best of skaters. You wouldn't count him in like good skater category compared to other players who are good skaters. But you might not also call him like a terrible skater. Like Bobby Ryan was probably in the more of that realm, like bad skater.
For me, he fits more into like a Brock Besser category of pretty much everything except for the fact that he shoots a lot more than Besser.
Okay, we don't have to talk about our opinions on how Patrick Laine skates for this long.
No, I'm not talking about his skating. I'm just talking as a player.
Like a better version of Brock
Yeah,
Besser.
well, it's not even a better version. I think they're similar. I just don't think Besser shoots as much as he should because how good a shot is. But Laine has no real issue doing that, and I think that in Montreal it's going to be a great fit. Going the other way, like Columbus' hands were kind of tied, so they
made a Sens trade.
we do get that a lot with the Sens, where it's like, oh, their hands are tied. But this is like extremely hands are tied because he just wasn't going to play for them anymore.
Yeah, but his values dropped quite a bit anyway.
Yeah, the thing is, early in the summer, I was hearing a lot more of him potentially getting more, and then it kept dropping and dropping, and Montreal took full advantage.
I think teams are like,
so.
we don't want the attitude portion, you know?
Yeah, but Columbus has been saying that for like years now, and they just haven't been good.
But no, I think he'll be successful in Montreal, and I think he needs to be. I feel like he's got a personality that wants to be on a team that people care about.
Mm-hmm. And I think so. Spin Chicklets was saying this, like, if he goes off in like his first week, then Montreal fans are going to be like,
we love this guy.
Yeah, and that's just only going to hype him up more, and he seems like a guy that needs that.
Yeah.
And he, like, honestly, I think he's kind of due for that at this point.
How does this play into Montreal's standing situation this year?
Not much.
Where do we think they're going to end?
We'll save that for those podcasts, our season previews. But I think Montreal is in a. I think me and Evan were talking about this. Like, Ken Hughes has done a pretty amazing job at managing assets. Like, they've traded for all these guys, but they also have a crazy amount of draft picks in the next few years. I think their expectations are what they are. Like, they have so many defensive prospects that are still coming up. They have a really good goalie prospect coming up. And then they still have forwards that are still trying to make the team compared to, like, the other guys that are already there. Like, you still have some veterans there that are eventually going to lose their spots to the guys that are in the AHL. Right? Yeah. Like, they have so many guys that they've drafted that at this point they've done, like, the whole volume thing that I think, like, Sens, Sabres are going for. But for them, it's looking a little more optimistic because all of those guys are kind of panning out a little bit better, but it's too early to say that realistically. So I think playoffs in like the next couple of years, 2-3 years, is more realistic. This year, if they make it, it's going to be like every single person has to be insane. Yeah. And the defense has to be manageable. But again, I don't think they're really expecting that, to be honest. I think they're expecting to be better.
Yeah,
which is fair.
which I think they will be.
Yeah, I think that it's hard for them not
to be better, yeah.
Yeah.
This is true.
Another trade was actually happened like a few hours ago. Rutger McGroarty for Brandon Yeager.
I didn't even see that trade actually happen yet.
Yeah. So Rutger McGroarty was 14th overall in 2022. Brandon Yeager was 14th overall last year. Like not this past draft, the year before.
Okay.
So I guess the trade value is even. I don't know.
I guess so.
But Winnipeg, for me, did as well as they possibly could because McGroarty just wasn't going to sign with their team. And then he was going to go the route of like just playing out his years in college and then be a free agent.
Yeah.
So the fact that they got another prospect that's kind of in the same realm, like I don't know how good Brandon Yeager is. I don't really care that much in this case. But they did pretty much as good as they could for the situation. Rutger McGroarty, on the other hand, like it's a really bad look when you're trying to trade your way to a team that you're guaranteed top 6 minutes without even playing in the AHL. Like you kind of got to earn that.
Yeah.
But now he's going to Pittsburgh, where they've kind of traded literally everyone except for their 4 players that they have to keep.
Yeah.
So he's going to get a chance.
Sidney Crosby.
Sidney Crosby.
At the very least, he's going to be in the top 6. So he got what he wanted, which I think is going to piss a lot of people off. But
Yeah.
it is what it is.
All right. So, are we ready?
I'm trying to think of other news. I feel like something happened. Oh yeah, Beniers got 7 times 7.1 or something like that. He had a down year last year, but he's only
I
played
think
2
that's
years.
a
So I
decent
think
value.
it's kind of what everyone in that age range is getting out
Yeah.
of their entry level deals. So that kind of makes sense. But yeah, let's get to our rankings.
All right. Today's rankings are top 10 left wingers heading into 24-25.
I will already say that I have 3 honorable mentions, and I'm going to say all of them, whether you guys like it or not. So, because this is the 9 to 10 of this, I've just been changing for like the last 3 days.
Yeah, I can see how that gets tough.
Yeah, the top like 8 I've kind of had there the whole time.
Yeah. All right. So why don't we start this time with?
Omar.
Sure, we'll start with me. All right. Honorable mentions: Alex Ovechkin,
Damn.
Zach Hyman, and Kevin Fiala.
Okay, Evan.
My honorable mention is also Kevin Fiala.
I had Hyman as a right winger, but you can have I think you had an honorable mention for him for both.
No, I didn't. My honorable mention for right wingers was Stone.
Interesting.
Also, that little message you sent, you put Hyman as a left winger.
My mistake. Anyways, my left wing honorable mentions are Alex DeBrincat, Kevin Fiala, and Cole Caulfield.
Alrighty.
Those are left wing?
Yeah. I checked many sites.
Those are right wingers.
I checked many sites. I literally sent a message before, bro.
Yeah, you did. All right, my 10th spot. Left wing, Alex DeBrincat.
Okay. As he says this.
My number 10 is Chris Kreider.
Damn. My number 10 is Matt Boldy.
My number 9 is Brad Marchand.
My number 9 is Brad Marchand.
My number 9 is Carter Verhaeghe.
My number 8 is Jake Gensel.
My number 8 is Kyle Connor.
My number 8 is Jake Gensel.
My number 7 is Chris Kreider.
My number 7 is Jesper Bratt.
My number 7 is Brady Tkachuk.
Whoa, he made it in there.
Number 7.
My number 6 is Steven Stamkos.
Damn.
My number 6 is Brady Tkachuk.
My number 6 is Jesper Bratt.
My number 5 is Jesper Bratt.
My number 5 is Jake Gensel.
My number 5 is Kyle Connor.
There's a lot of like they're all in the same category.
Yeah, but I'm going to have 3 guys that aren't on his list and 2 that aren't on yours. Unless you have Stamkos higher. But
My number 4 is Jason Robertson.
my number, yours.
You watch yourself, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
My number 4 is Philip Forsberg.
My number 4 is Jason Robertson.
My number 3 is Philip Forsberg.
My number 3 is Jason Robertson.
My number 3 is Phil Forsberg.
My number 2 is Kirill Kaprizov.
My number 2 is Kirill Kaprizov.
My number 2 is Artemi Panarin.
My number 1 is Artemi Panarin.
Do we think he has an Ovechkin one?
Nah, he can't.
My number 1 is Artemi Panarin.
That would have been more surprised. It would have been more viable if you had him at 1. I have Kaprizov at 1.
All right. So
Imagine
the
that. That would have been crazy.
I just couldn't tell you.
This can get an honorable mention for
I
you.
don't think he's in like the top 15 left wingers right now.
Yeah, he can honorable mention. He's on a season to try to
I
bring
think
Gretzky's
Ovechkin-
record, man.
I think Ovechkin's season is going to be more of the second half of last year than the first, but I still don't think that's going to be top 15 left wingers.
No, he's not a top 15 winger, but honorable mention?
I'm not doing what you guys are doing, bro. With your favorite players as your honorable mentions.
He's not a good player. But I put him
I
there.
don't know. He's secretly your favorite player. Anyways,
Taking shots for
Brad
no reason.
Marchand for me just kind of fell off a cliff last year. He still put up points, but his play was abysmal for me. But I can see why he would make your list.
He made it at like 9.
Yeah, he made it at
that's
9.
what I'm saying.
He almost didn't make mine.
But that's what I'm
He
saying.
made
Like,
it,
I think he fell into the category with the younger guys that I do have above him. Like it's not like outrageous for me, or to me that you guys had him on.
Yeah, so if you like young guys.
I
I
love my young boys.
pondered very hard.
I was going to just leave it as it was, and then you made it even worse then.
I pondered very hard on Kyle Connor multiple times, but I left him out.
You love Connor. Oh damn.
I didn't put Kyle Connor in it. Yeah, I thought really hard. By the way, I was like, he should be in. He should be in. And then no, he's not going to stay in.
I don't know. He's been really good for like 4 years.
He's been good. He has been. Yeah.
He's been better than Stamkos, Marchand. Who else? Kreider. He's been better than him too.
Yeah, I just I don't know if I see him continuing.
More than Stamkos,
I
who
mean,
had over half of his points on the power play.
yeah, but
That's still a lot of
it's
points.
still points.
No, I'm saying more than like Connor.
What did he have? Like 90 something points last year, Stamkos?
I don't know. He's like
Yeah, right. And what did Connor have? 50, 60? 60?
50, 60.
65?
Do you know who Kyle Connor is, bro?
What did he have? 65?
Like 80.
He had 80? I thought he had like 65. Okay.
Stamkos at 81
Okay.
and 39 were on the power play.
So less than half.
Around half.
Sophie's narratives.
Kyle Connor did have 61, but he had 65 games played.
Okay, that's what
And
it
he
was.
had-
Okay.
34 goals in 65 games,
Yeah, that was good. Yeah, that's good.
which is, again, like a pace of like 44. Before that, he had 80 points in 82 games. Before that, he had 93 points in 79 games, 47 goals.
Yeah, okay.
Stamkos, for me, power play merchant last year. Going to Nashville, I don't see him being more than like a 70-point guy.
I see him being a good in Nashville. I see him being strong. Like another 80 point season. I could see that in Nashville.
Do you think the power play is going to be good as Tampa's? Because that kind of rests heavily on that. He sucks at 5-on-5.
Yeah, but he'll make the power play better himself, right?
I guess. I don't know. The thing with new power plays, too, is also it takes a bit to gel. And
So you think
Tampa's...
Stamkos going to have like 10 points next year?
Did you hear what I said like 10 seconds before that? I said he's going to be around 70. Which is like 10
That's
points
less
less.
than 10.
What?
God
I
damn,
meant, I
bro.
meant to say that's 10 less.
Oh,
But I
okay.
said it wrong. And then I just was like, what?
I could see him still getting like 80 points again in Nashville. Like, I think he's a good enough player to get
it's
80
possible,
points.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's very heavy, reliant on the power play.
Yeah, but you never know.
Sure.
You never know. And I mean, it's not like we're
doesn't-
putting
the
our
thing is,
bets
if
on a
we're
guy who
talking, like-
can't score.
As you were talking about with Line with like ability to create on his own, Stamkos kind of falls into that category. He has been able to create on his own the last couple of years.
No, he can't. But he'll.
Where Kyle Connor is the complete opposite of that.
Kyle Connor creates. Yeah, he does. But I don't know if I mean, it's not a matter of saying
Hey,
who would you kick off your
Don't
list
just
for the
agree with
other.
everything he says. Tell him to put something up his... And
No, like, I think it's unfair to say that Steven Stamkos deserves to be on it. I mean, doesn't deserve to be on it over Kyle Connor. Like,
I mean,
But why?
I also don't have Stamkos on, and I have Kyle Connor on.
yeah.
But I'm on your side here.
It's mostly just to be against me. But I don't know. I just don't see the reasoning on someone that's pretty much just good on the power play now over someone that's good at both and has the ability to create on his own and has also produced the same or better in the last couple of seasons.
Yeah, but regardless of power play or not, Stamkos could end up with more points than Kyle Connor.
But for what reason?
What do you mean?
What has he done in the last couple of years to prove that?
He's saying it's
Yeah,
possible.
I'm saying it's possible. I'm saying even
That's
if
possible.
you take it away from him, that he wants most of the power play. He can't still.
If we're saying going into next year, who do we believe more? Kyle Connor, I believe more in him doing that than Stamkos.
Sure, I can agree with that.
But he likes the potential.
I'm still not changing him on my list.
The other thing is we're talking like this is like the lower half of the list. Stamkos is at 5.
Stamkos at 5. Yes.
That's
Stamkos at 6. Sorry.
okay, but that's still like having him above like even I 100%. This is me saying this.
I'm over.
I would
I would 100%.
First of all.
Me saying this. Take Brady Tkachuk over Stamkos right now, without a shadow of doubt.
I would take Brady Tkachuk. I had him at
Nah,
And he had
5 or
6, yeah.
I wouldn't take Brady Tkachuk over Stamkos.
If we're talking
what?
ability, well, yeah, clearly, if you're saying
That's
Brady
you
Tkachuk,
see, bro, now you're moving because I'm talking about Tkachuk. But like the thing is,
I didn't even like. I thought about it for a second. Nah,
Tkachuk isn't on your list.
did you not hear my list? No, he's not on my list.
that's also
That's-
wild.
bro.
You know what? I'm thinking. I was trying to back you because Soupy's is hockey merchant.
His argument right now is that Steven Stamkos is Steven Stamkos, and that's why he should be number 5. That argument plays if this guy was like
No,
Yeah, you're stupid.
my argument of Steven Stamkos is he had 81 points.
on Tampa on the crazy power play where he had 39 power play
He was
points.
still playing a
And by
game.
every metric of advanced stat or not, he was bad at 5-on-5.
He was still a point a game regardless of how bad he is now.
That's not an argument for putting him at 5 or 6 though.
He's
Can you slice a pizza still
yes, there's like
in the box?
it's still in the box and it's been out for 2 days. I wouldn't eat it if I was you, especially with your stomach issues.
No,
That's completely
why
fair.
would you leave it out?
Because I don't eat it. I have to throw it out. I had slice yesterday, but then like
Why would you not put it in the fridge?
oh, I forgot to.
Anyways,
Um,
back to what we're talking
yeah, like I was what is he 34, 35, whatever age he's at. He got 81
The
points.
thing is, like,
He got,
if we're talking about
it's not like a legacy pick where it's like, oh, he got 20 points
It
because
is
Steven Stamkos.
a bit of a
so
legacy
again.
pick, because
No,
like
he got 81 points.
again, I'm reiterating this. A lot of this is to do with the power play.
Okay, hit him with the. He had 20 more points almost than Kyle Connor.
But he also played like
He
20
also
more
played
games.
20 more games,
Yeah, I know, but just hit him with it.
and it still wouldn't add up. The thing is, like,
Okay, is this a conversation about who's better, Kyle Connor or Stamkos, or is this a conversation about just Stamkos being on my list?
if we're talking
If
about
you're ever telling me that you think Kyle Connor is better, I don't care. But if you're trying to tell me that he
What is
should be
this-
on the list, then I disagree.
what is this list for then? We're talking about the best players going into 2024-25. Stamkos is not the fifth best left
I
winger.
think that Kyle Connor could be on the list over more than just Stamkos.
100%. Kyle
Exactly.
Connor should be on your list.
Okay, but like he's not because
A lot of these arguments aren't. This is the problem that I have with him sometimes, but he's agreeing with me, so I'll leave him alone. But this is just like.
Mine's just, oh, your number
But you
two
also-
is my number one.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
The
not.
thing is, you bring more arguments that are like substantial. But he's just saying Stamkos because he had 81 points, but there's more to
So
it
some
than
people
that.
disagree with us no matter what, but he is admitting that mine make more sense. How cute.
Yeah.
You have reasoning behind yours. This is he has 81 points, and that's literally just it.
To be fair,
Yeah, you want
81 points is still a lot of points.
But you also have to look at like other things, right? Like if we're talking about Brady Tkachuk, for example, he put up a similar amount of points. He's okay defensively.
yeah,
He hits. He is a good captain.
He
I
shoots
can't believe
a
I
lot.
just said that. He shoots a lot. He's good on the power play. He's good at 5-on-5. He creates on his own, albeit down low and in front of the net. He still creates on his own.
I could totally see a fluke year because Kachuk shoots so much and in front of that, he's like a Zach Hyman year. He gets like,
oh no,
Sure, but I don't know about 50. Like
no, but like I
Yeah.
could flirt with it. Like a
Even,
47.
even without that, he still produced similar to Stamkos while doing so many other things. Where Stamkos was pretty much just standing on the power play and ripping one-timers, like the honorable mention, my favorite player.
Who?
yeah,
So like,
Oshie?
there's just very little credence to giving him 6 on your list if he literally doesn't
Six
create.
over guys like Brad Marshall, who didn't have a very good season.
Yeah, but I don't have Brandon Marshall on my
He's
list.
still over DeBrincat, okay? Which, like, I'm going to keep him over DeBrincat.
I don't care about the people on your list.
Yeah.
The fact that you omitted Kyle Connor at all is crazy, but the fact that he isn't ahead of Stamkos is crazier to me.
Well, Kyle Connor, like, yeah, like, he was on my list, and then, like, I was like, nah, so I took him out.
Because the thing is, Stamkos is one thing, but having Kyle Connor behind, like, Marchand, DeBrincat, whoever else you had on your list, Kreider, etc., like, that to me alone is a little wild.
Brad Marshall was more of a legacy pick.
I think Marchand and Stamkos for me are pretty similar in legacy picks.
Well, the thing with Marshall is he's going into next season after having a pretty bad year.
Yeah, but it's still like late 60s.
He's more of a legacy pick. But Stamkos, like, in my opinion, yeah, it was.
Again, Marchand does other things, though. Marchand's been one of the best defensive wingers in the game for like
Yeah,
10
other
years.
things. So that's why he's on there because he makes a difference.
But Stamkos was strictly power play.
Well,
and his ability to create a 5-on-5 diminished quite a bit.
He's still an effective player.
In one asset.
Say he's won more Stanley Cups.
One more Stanley Cups.
That would be a shot at you because Kyle Connor plays on your second favorite team.
No. He doesn't play for the Washington Capitals.
I wish. Anyways, top of the list. We can forget about Stamkos. We're just going in circles at this point.
Yeah.
Kaprizov, Panarin. The thing with me was just like Panarin last year was a bit of an outlier year. He still is like a 100-point player. There's no questioning that. But Kaprizov, since he's come in the league, has kind of done everything for himself. And like producing 100 points on the Minnesota Wild to me is like
Wild?
literally. And he also has a greater ability to score, a greater ability to create on his own. Where I think Panarin, the 49 goals, I don't think we're ever going to see anything near that for him again.
Yeah, didn't he score like 17 more goals than he was projected or something like that?
Yeah, well, his projected goals were like 30, and he scored 49.
Yeah.
Which you can't take that
The last game of
alone.
the season was against Ottawa, I'm pretty sure. And they
Panarin
kept feeding him. He just kept shooting
Yeah.
shooting and shooting.
Yeah, because
they
they're
were
allowed to
like,
get 50.
Get to 50! He
But
never
yeah,
even scored once. He was like 48. And he got to
Yeah.
49.
so if we
I
just,
think he's a 90-point player consistently, though. It's pretty good.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. Kaprizov's in the same realm as that.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
So, I don't know. For me, he's just like a better overall player than Panarin.
I feel like they're both like you could have either one at one.
And I think
It makes
both
sense.
are going to end up around the same point total next year. I just think Kaprizov contributes more to the Wild success than Panarin does for New York. But I don't think it's that far off. I'm just saying, like, they're pretty close players. One had 23 more points, sure, but I think Kaprizov just does a lot more, and I think Panarin won't get 120 points next year. Unless he does it with assists, which is possible.
Yeah.
But yeah, Kreider was close for me, but I just like guys like Verhaeghe and Boldy more, and I think they're pretty.
They're pretty.
Yeah, Boldy I think is a more similar player to Kreider, but has a lot more other skills, and Verhaeghe I think is just a better overall player at even strength. But again, Kreider was also close for me.
Also, you know what's funny? You know when I added Steven Stamkos to my list on the couch here while you were pulling in, he
That was a player and you added him to 6. That's
You know who I
insane.
had in the list before I added him? You know who I bumped from the list for him? Tim Stützle.
At the left wing.
Technically.
Yeah,
He plays a lot of left wing.
yeah. I had him at number 10. I had Stützle at 10.
I'd probably put Stutzel on like a centers list. It'd probably be around like 15 for me, something like that.
I had my 10 on my, but I bumped him for Stamkos, and I was like, I'm moving Stamkos up.
Then I'd probably have like Suzuki, Stutzel like right next to each other.
Aww.
Like
So
14.
Stamkos I gave no thought beforehand,
Clearly.
which is why I had no arguments for him.
But that's the thing. What I'm telling you is like, I get it. Yeah.
I will defend his 81 points.
Okay. But it's such like a minute thing.
Yes.
Because
There's a reason in Nashville. He deserves it.
Yeah, and you know what? If he scores 81 points in Nashville, I will eat my words. I just don't think it's going to happen. I
Yeah,
think the 39 power play points is going to go down to like 20, 25,
yeah.
and that'll bring him to around 70 points, which
What?
I think is more realistic. It's still good. Still worth 8 mil.
Oh yeah, well, 70 points is
Right?
worth 8 mil.
Yeah, in today's NHL. Is he my sixth ranked left winger? No.
All right, we need to move on again. This is the Line thing again.
Liney?
Okay.
I think he skates okay.
So, roster game?
Why are we doing a roster game before stat game all of a sudden, bro? When did this change happen?
I think we should be changing all of our games anyway.
We're going to do a draft this weekend. I forgot. Well, we can do it next week.
That's fine. Do it next
Yeah.
week.
All right, do your thing.
Well, you can do a roster. Yeah, stack game first if you want. If you want to go back to that.
I still need to get my stuff up, so you do it.
Okay. Well, today I'm picking the 2013-2014 Stanley Cup champion Los Angeles Kings.
13-14?
13-14 LA Kings, the team that won the cup. Every player that played at least one game for them in that season.
Who starts?
And we'll start with Evan.
Cut this out. There was stuff on my shirt. Anze Kopitar.
Correct.
Dustin Brown.
He's looking for the list.
Correct.
Getting my stat up, bro.
Look at Omar.
Go. You're up.
Jack.
This is counting in your 30 seconds.
I'll take my 30 seconds. My name's Jeff Carter.
Jeff Carter. Correct.
Jonathan Quick.
Correct.
My name's Mike. Mike Richards.
That is correct.
Drew Doughty.
That is correct.
My name's Jarrett. Jarrett Stoll.
That's correct.
Trevor Lewis.
Trevor Lewis. Yep.
I don't know if that was right. Alec Martinez.
Yep.
Matt Green.
Matt Green. Yep.
Chick Muzzin.
Yep.
So it gets dicey.
I have a couple, I think.
Wonder if Voinov was still here.
That's why I paused earlier.
Yeah. When did he meet his wife?
When did he beat the allegations?
Oh man.
Cut that out, please.
Oh,
I forgot about Voinov's wife stuff. Yeah.
it's not Trevor. Dwight King.
Dwight King.
Was this their first name?
Yep.
Second.
This is their second in a row. No, they didn't win two in a row. They won one, then no, then yeah.
Yeah, it was Blackhawks in the middle.
Justin Williams.
Justin Williams
Should be.
is correct.
That's not Voinov. Screw it.
Correct.
Okay.
I don't think that should count
Why?
because he's a bad guy.
He had 4 goals and 30 assists.
In the playoff?
guy.
No,
I'm just
no,
kidding.
Oh.
It's a joke.
just in the season. He had a 34 points. Sorry.
Marion Gaborik.
Correct.
I'm going to say something I know is wrong.
Do it.
Willie Mitchell. I know he was there for 2012.
Willie Mitchell is there. Yep.
Damn.
Toffoli.
Toffoli is also there. Yep.
Damn.
This is a good team.
Very good team. Well, they won at 8th seed.
Oh, true.
Yeah, and they were down 3-0 to the Rangers. Not the Rangers, sorry. Rangers.
Sharks.
The Sharks in round 1, yeah. They played the Rangers in the finals that year.
That's why I said Alec Martinez.
I think it might be out now, bro. Peter Budaj.
Peter Budaj. Nope, that's strike
For
one.
some reason, I was like, why does that feel
I'm
right?
pretty sure he either went there the next year or he got traded from them.
Tanner Pearson.
Shoot.
Tanner Pearson is correct, yep.
Yeah, let's see if we're gonna win this one again. Is there anyone obvious we're missing?
Don't say anything. He's a big boy. He can think for himself.
You've gotten like the big boys and stuff. So yeah.
Yeah.
No one like really obvious now that you're missing.
At this point, I'm
People know, yes, but yeah.
That's usually the case. I'm trying to think of back goalies now. Curtis McElhaney.
No. That's strike 2. Heaven.
Pretty sure he played there somewhere.
Kyle Clifford.
Correct? That's a good pull.
Cliff Dog, eh?
No, not Clifford the dog. That was funny. Someone should have laughed at that.
Number of actually, fine. I won't give this hint.
Yeah. Shut up,
I won't give it.
you stupid idiot. I don't want him to know anything.
There's so many like grinders on the team. Wayne Simmons. I'm just saying stuff now because I want this to be over.
No, Wayne Simmons is another strike. So Evan, do you want to keep going, or do you want me to just say it?
I kind of want to guess the backup goalie.
Go ahead.
I don't know who it is, but it'd be fun to guess. I think just who was backup goalie then? Ben Scrivens?
Yep. That's one of them. That's one of them. But who's the other one?
Cal Peterson?
No.
Oh.
Okay, so who you missed? Robin Regier,
Actually,
Oh,
thought of him, and I was like, I'll just leave it.
I always use them in
Jordan Nolan, Matt Fratton. Martin Jones was the other one, the other goalie. Lyndon Vay, Andrew Campbell, Daniel Carcillo, Colin Fraser. And that's about all you guys missed. I think everyone else, I think you guys have said. Yeah. Well done. All right, stack game.
You almost had me.
Did actually.
That was a
What's
tough
the wider?
one.
3-0.
What do you mean?
I had no strikes. He used all the 3 of his.
Yeah, you had no strikes. Yeah, true.
It's okay. He has good takes about like Stamkos and stuff.
Oh my god.
What?
I complimented you.
I'm sure you did.
Come on, you're my spicy margarita, babe. Dance with me, make me sway.
All right. This is a funny one. All right. This is on NHL Edge. You guys, how they keep the really cool stats like shot speed and skating and stuff like that. So, this is top 10 total distance skated by an individual player.
Let's assume it's
23,
David.
2024 season in miles.
Let's assume it's David. Because
No, not necessarily. It's who played the most and skates a lot.
McDavid.
Miro Heiskanen.
And you get 4 strikes.
McDavid.
It's going to be almost all defensemen.
It's going to be McDavid for one of them for sure.
Okay, well,
Fine, we won't say him.
for now,
Fine.
I think we should say defensemen that play a lot.
Okay, Heiskanen, Quinn Hughes,
Good.
Dahlin,
Maybe.
Yossi.
Maybe. I say whatever one of those you want.
What's the exact stat again? Just say it to me. So wrap it up.
Total distance skated by an individual player.
Total distance skated
Maybe it's
by
all
an
goalies.
individual player.
All those little movements added up?
So it's a defenseman or centers?
Probably.
Okay, let's. Why don't we start with who you tell? You want to go Miro Heiskanen?
I do.
Okay, Heiskanen.
Strike 1.
Do you want to go with David? Because that was your thing. We'll go one each. We'll see how we do.
Yeah, but if it's wrong, then there's 2 strikes gone for no reason.
Yeah, but you were confident.
Yeah, but like I'm not like I don't really care about being right on it. I think it's going to be centers and defensemen, yes. So do I think McDavid will be on?
So does this include playoffs?
Oh, no.
Like, wow.
But I don't necessarily also believe that it's going to be a lot of defensemen. Because I don't think defensemen skate the most miles necessarily.
But if you're just on the ice more, you're skating more. Usually.
If you're on the ice more, you're skating more. But in most situations, you're on the ice more.
True. I'm just saying. That was how I thought it could be taken.
Like, someone like Erik Karlsson in his prime, I can say, fine, I think he might be on a list like this. But another defenseman who plays a lot.
All right, tell me who you think is McDavid?
I'll necessarily think
We're going to call him McDavid.
Sure.
Strike 2.
So we're both wrong.
But I don't think like Drew Doughty plays a lot. I don't think he's on this list.
Watch him be number 1. He exhaled out of his nostrils. Does that mean anything?
That was meant to be heard.
That was?
I always laugh.
He's lying to us.
Who skated a lot? Okay, one of the other defensemen we talked about.
Yeah.
Yossi.
Say one.
So who did we say? We said Yossi, potentially Hughes,
Dahlin,
Dahlin,
Jake Sanderson.
Shabbat.
No, I don't think it's either of them. I just wanted to say his name.
Morgan Ryan.
Probably not.
Okay, I'd be okay saying Quinn Hughes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Quinn Hughes.
He's 9th.
Ooh.
With 289.33 miles skated.
Okay, what's his average time on ice?
23,
Probably.
24.
Yeah. So we want someone with like 28.
Yeah, but we also understand
Like
Quinn Hughes' style.
Rasmus Dahlin.
If you think of Dahlin I could see, but like it makes sense that Heiskanen is not on there. Yossi I don't think either. Dahlin.
So you guess?
Yeah.
He's 299.29 miles skated.
Which was my guess.
But I like you there. I'm a good shepherd.
Dahlin was 2. So okay.
Makar, did he play full season?
Oh, of course. Why would you not have to Makar? Oh no, he was injured though this year. Right?
Was he?
Oh, was he injured?
Was he injured, Sophie?
Was Kilmar injured?
Not for an extended period of time, I don't think.
Okay, so then Kilmar.
Strike 3.
Ah.
He led us astray. He was injured the whole year.
He had like 90 points. I don't know if it's going to be the whole year.
No, he was. Well, should we just go out on like a Jake McCabe guess? Maybe. I feel like he's a little bit all over the place. That could be a lot of skating.
Barkov?
No. The only correct ones have been defensemen so far. Roman Yossi.
He's 4th. 293.82 miles skated. So you have 2. So you have 2, 4, and 9.
Yeah, it's not like Dahlin second And the only other option I thought for first then would be McCart. Now I don't know who would. Like Quinn Hughes is 9th, and Dobby is 2nd. So we need
Just name teams.
Tampa,
No. Keep going.
Boston McAvoy.
No.
Barzal.
No. I mean, Noah Dobson could have played a lot.
Dobson. Does Barzal.
Adam Fox.
Adam Fox potentially. But I don't know. I don't know, man. I'm worried with saying some of these defensemen. Western Conference. Like, you think someone like Bouchard or someone's on here?
Maybe. I'm trying to think of a defenseman I just was like, he's like definitely the best defenseman on his team, so he plays a lot.
Well, that is Bouchard. Slash Ekholm, but Ekholm wouldn't be on this. Like, this would be Bouchard.
Adam Fox.
Nope. Strike 4.
That doesn't count. We didn't discuss it.
Yeah, we didn't discuss it.
That doesn't count.
Hey, that was a good play.
Yeah.
I'm just going to keep
I
saying
really
names
thought-
and
I
say
didn't know he was gonna do that. Yeah. No, that's not. I want
The next person you say, I will be taking.
Sure.
And I'll give you guys a hint. Actually, I'll give you guys a hint. They're all defensemen except for number 1 and number 10.
what? So there's a forward that just, or goalie, that skates a lot.
Martin Broder.
Number 1 is a forward. Oh, McKinnon? He's doing laps. What if it was like McCart was hurt for a while? Landeskog was hurt for a while. Do we think
Landeskog was hurt for a while. He's been here for 2 seasons.
McKinnon and Rantanen, when they had to like carry the team when the boys were away, were like, and altitude. So they, in other places, get more oxygen, therefore it's easier for them to skate more.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if McKinnon's first. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. We can say anything.
Or like Marner, because he plays in all those situations.
I do think about Marner, but McKinnon is just a more powerful, faster skater. He gets around everywhere faster as well, and he plays center. So, trying like back and forth. Like if this was in his prime, I'd probably say Crosby's on this. But
Should we say McKinnon?
yeah, over Marner for sure. Yeah, McKinnon.
First.
Okay.
300.15 miles skated.
Rantanen?
So that's what was 10, you said?
Yes.
I could see Marner being 10.
Maybe.
Okay, let's go down defenseman front. We'll go back to the forward after. Because the rest of them are defensemen.
Alright. I'm just going to say people, and if one tickles you, just go with it.
Well, I think we
Ready?
have a few options.
Eric Brandstrom.
No.
No? That one got me.
All right, let's speed this up here,
How about
guys.
Shea Theodore?
No.
How about...
Injured.
Oh, yeah, he was. How about Noah Hannafin? No, injured. How about...
Zach Wierenski. No. Oh, his foot stopped when I said that. Do we think that was a sign?
It wouldn't be Sergachev. It wouldn't be...
His foot
Played
stopped again
19
when you said
games last year.
Sergachev and did not continue.
It wouldn't be Hedman.
Maybe it's Sergachev. Maybe it's Hedman.
Sergachev played 19 games last year.
Yeah, it wouldn't be Hedman because...
He
Hedman-
skated laps for 19 games.
Yeah, I don't think it would be Hedman. It wouldn't be Carlson. It wouldn't be...
Could be Carlson.
It wouldn't...
Could be Letang.
Who would kill Ireland defenseman?
Slavin.
Slavin?
Burns.
No, not Burns. Islander.
We need to say someone.
Please do.
Do you want to go North Dobson?
Sure. No Dobson.
Nope.
Alright. Did we say names that were right though?
Well, there's 2 names that he said in the last 5 minutes that
Was that like
there's been 2 names that he said in the last 5 minutes that he said it can't be. So
Eric Carlson?
no,
Brent Burns?
Hedman?
no.
Sergachev.
Who does it?
Rantanen. But that was the forward. That would be cool. Devon Taves, Theodore, Petrangelo, Krug, Werenski. Yeah, Brandstrom.
Who did I say? What did I say? Can't be.
I don't know. John Carlson.
Sergachev.
Carlson's on
Oh,
8.18.
I said Sergachev can't be. I said
Sergachev played 19 games, bro. He's not going to be on here.
it could be Sergachev.
Oh my God, you guys keep saying him.
Vince Dunn.
No. There's two guys that are pretty old.
Suter.
No.
Not that old.
Petrangelo.
Like, one's mid-30s, one's late 30s.
Letang.
Yes.
Oh,
291,
I
let's say.
said Letang can't be.
Yeah.
I said Letang can't be.
There's one a lot earlier that you said it couldn't be, and he's mid-30s. Probably early mid-30s, I don't know.
John Carlson.
No. Was pretty much
Doughty.
yes.
Oh, Doughty.
And then so that's I'll just say the rest. McKinnon first, 300 miles, 0.15. Rasmus Dahlin, 299.29. Number 3. Who's the number 1 defenseman on the Montreal Canadiens last year?
I literally thought of him because he just skates all
He
over the
does.
place. But I was like, Omar's gonna be like, no,
Mike Matheson,
Hayden Gooley.
number 3. Roman Josi, Drew Doughty, number 1 defenseman on the Winnipeg Jets.
Josh Morrissey.
Yep, 293.07. Chris Letang, John Carlson, Quinn Hughes, and then the forward.
Give us a very small hint.
Atlantic Division.
Larkin.
No. And it's
Is
a
it a
winger.
Red Wing?
No.
Oh, it's a winger. It's Marner.
No, it's not.
Nope.
Neither.
Stutzla.
No.
Imagine.
I already said I classified him as a center.
Atlantic.
It's not Brady Kachuk.
I knew that. An Atlantic Division winner. Tuck.
Nope.
Name me a team. No. Name me a team.
This guy spent 41% of this skated time in the offensive zone. Which is pretty similar to McKinnon. No.
Oh, enough.
Nylander?
No.
I don't think it's a blue sky, or a sun sky, or a half sky. It's either Tampa Point.
Nope.
That's a.
Kucherov.
Yep.
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, he's a lot less lazy than I thought.
That's what I was saying.
It's all on the offense.
And you know what? I thought Kucherov earlier. I really didn't say it because of last week. We were talking about he has lazy.
He is lazy.
I mean, clearly
All
not.
his skating's in one spot.
But that'd be McKinnon too.
He's
Then.
just moving his feet in.
Then you could
blue
be
line.
saying the same thing about McKinnon.
We appreciate you listening on all of these platforms.
YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify.
Well,
Stitcher.
Stitcher,
Hopefully Spotify again soon.
Sirius XM. Check us out on YouTube, of course, like I said, and follow us on TikTok,
Instagram.
Instagram, and
X.
Grinder.
X.
Oh.
And we'll see you next time.
Bye.